To both of you, how would you describe the whole experience of Sharmaji Namkeen?
It's been so many things have happened during the making. It's been so much fun, and yet at the same time, had a little heartbreak with Chintuji leaving us. And then gone on to completing the film, which I thought was amazing, because a few weeks after Chintuji passed away, Hitesh called me up from Excel. He called up and he said, you know what, we're going to take this through to the end. We will not abandon the film. And I was like, anything you say, Hitesh. If you say let's complete it, I'm all there for it. Because I'd loved the script. I'd loved the fact that we were working with Chintuji. I was quite heartbroken when, he left us. So it's been a bouquet of emotions, and I'm very happy to see this day that it's there, and his work as the last film.
Yeah, I think it has been quite a roller coaster journey, very fun, emotional. I think it's just a mix of all the ingredients that a good film has. We have all the ingredients in this journey as well. When Chintuji passed away, at a certain level, of course, the thought that this film is now over and it won't get completed was staring at me right there, because there was just no precedence to finish the film like this. So the fact from there, we could cast another actor and finish the film, and today it is just about to get released in front of so many people. It's just honestly just a dream come true. It's just something that you don't really think about.
How difficult or emotional was it to put the film together after his demise?
We tried a lot of things, with Ranbir, and we were thinking of VFX and this thing. So it took me a lot of time, to honestly believe the fact that we could finish. And once we got going, then there was a very different energy. Of course, we all missed Chintuji, but there was also this thing that it is his last film, and we just didn't want it to disappear. We wanted to do justice to this. And personally, as a director and writer, the film is very, very close to me, But the beauty of the things were that the people around me, all the actors, all the crew members, everyone, every single person from producers and everyone was just unanimous that we have to finish this film, come what may. It's a special film, and we will go all the way to do it.
Before the trailer, my understanding of when people said that Paresh sir is stepping into the role of Rishi sir was that he's going to play the part completely, and the film will be shot all over again.
That option was never on the table. That option because then if we cast another actor and we finish the film, then it is no longer, Chintuji's last film. Then it becomes a different film altogether. It would have taken a different life of its own. We just wanted to stay true to what we started with. There was an emotional commitment that we had to our own selves and to Ranbir and Neetuji that it is his last film and that we'll finish it. I think both Ranbir and Farhan, Ritesh, everyone was just very clear that it is Chintuji's last film. So hence, the option of Ranbir donning prosthetics and coming on board to finish the film was considered first. First we actually seriously considered that, but that did not go anywhere. So even when Paresh ji came, it was just that we will do this experiment, that in one scene Rishi ji is there and then Paresh ji will come in the picture. And he also very, embraced it with open heart.
Do you remember the last shot that you shot with Rishi sir?
I do. I very clearly remember it. The one that we shot,
the
Kulfi wala scene.
Kulfi wala scene.
That was his last thing. And again, it is just an amazing thing. It's a story that I'm not making it. The last shot that he ever gave, I didn't want to take that close-up. I was like, we don't need this close-up. We're done with this scene. We can wrap it. And Chintuji, and he never insists. He insisted that they no take this close-up, it will add. And I said it's not needed, and the light was going very badly. And he then told the DOP, nahi light lagao, kuch karo, ye low ye shot. And we did that shot, and of course not knowing that that will become the last shot of his life. And so I remember it as clearly.
What's your most cherished memory of shooting with him?
Of shooting this, so I'll say maybe an incident. There were so many incidents, so many, and so I'll just say, early in my career, I used to be so in awe of him because Chintuji, I'm standing in front of Chintuji and I'm like a newcomer, and I'd forget my lines and I'd fumble and everything. I've seen him from then to now. Then, okay, I became a little more comfortable in my craft, and then I was working with him. That was okay. Then, but throughout, no, not in the beginning so much, but then throughout, I've always had him scolding me on the sets. Always. And by now, I start giggling. When he starts only, I start giggling. It's so much fun to work with him. प्यार से डांटते हो. And this time too. Because the script was tailor-made for him. When I heard it, I was almost, as an actor, I was envious. Ki ye kaise? It's such a perfect script for him. You feel you can hear him speak these lines like that. Then on the sets when I go, scenes are going on, Chintu ji is like effortless and sparkling in his scenes. And I, as an actor, I'm standing there in front of him and struggling with my takes.
She was never struggling. She's just being too modest about it. She was never struggling with anything. I don't remember it at all.
But I know it now because I know what's going on inside me. And I'm like, Chintu ji ki itne अच्छे shot है, मेरे अगर नहीं आएंगे तो ना, that's not good enough. So I used to keep running to the monitor just to see कि मैंने take ठीक किया कि नहीं. Chintu ji, the monitor is not meant for actors. Why are you behaving like an insecure actor? Hitesh, why are you allowing her to go and see the monitor? मेरे को डांट रही है. And I would crack up and laugh and still go and look at the monitor. So yeah, I loved all that. I mean, it was great fun.
Because he never saw the monitor after the shot is done. Like, you know, even if you ask him, ki sir, dekh lo ya check kar lo, he's like, no, that's your job. You do it. I don't want to see anything.
ये तो director के लिए होता है. Actor क्यों? Insecure actor. Why are you behaving like this? Hitesh, So yeah, I used to enjoy working with Chintu ji.
What was Rishi sir's family's reaction when they watched the film?
So yeah, very emotional, and I think all of us were very emotional, you know, because when we started with Paresh ji coming on board and this thing, you know, so you had an idea of how the film will take shape and what we are trying to do, but honestly, no one really knew. Unless you see the entire film in its totality, you never know whether it is working, it will work, it is making sense. So that way we also had a responsibility that it is his last film, you know, you really have to make a film that is, you know, a decent film, a respectable film. It should not just become an experiment that fails. So on those lines, I was just a little worried that, you know, how the family will feel and how it has taken shape and all that. But I think they all really, really loved it. And Ranbir in particular, Neetu ji, of course. And all of them were just very, very emotional, you know, because to see him on screen and to, yeah. So I think it was very emotional ride for all of us.
Juhi ma'am, apart from Rishi sir, people love you on screen, or watching you on screen with Shah Rukh Khan. Being a fan myself, I'm keen to know if there's a possibility of you directing or acting with SRK in near future.
I hope so. Why don't you pose this question? अगली बार शाहरुख जी सामने आए ना तो बोलो जरा जूही के साथ काम करो, ठीक है?
Hitesh sir, can we make that happen? Maybe next movie.
I'm more than happy. Please, if that has to happen,
start working on the new script.
I will
then.
Right now. As soon as this interview is done, I'll start writing one.
The film is being called a tribute to Rishi sir. If you would have to describe in your own words, what's in store for Rishi Kapoor fans?
My gosh. See, I think I've been in a certain way a Rishi Kapoor fan myself. I do wish, in a way, you know, I wish he had been there throughout the film. This was just such a wonderful film for him. I'm very grateful and happy that I could work with him, and really in his possibly last project. It's a heartwarming, lovely, lovely subject. It's a family film. It's a film you can watch with the elders, the youngsters, you know. क्या बोलूं? I really, actually, I don't know what to say. when it comes to I don't have the right words, maybe you.
No, as she's saying, it's a fun film, it's a family entertainer, and all those things are fine. But it truly indeed is a tribute to Rishi sir, because it is his last film. And when you see the film, you will know that why everyone came together, not just me, everyone came together after so many hurdles and a difficult journey, that everyone wanted to finish the film because of him, and you will realize that when you see the film, that it is indeed a tailor-made role that was written for him. Anyone who would ever heard the script, anybody, they all, without me telling them that Rishi sir is doing the film or I'm going to go for him, everyone just knew that you can't go to anyone else. So when you see the film, you will know.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. I'm looking forward to Sharmaji Namkeen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much for having
you.
us. Thank you.